Hello and welcome to today's 15-minute morning yoga flow. Grab your mat, roll it out, and then find the top of your mat in a comfortable seat. You don't need any blocks or any props today. I'm not going to use them, but as always, you're welcome to for support if you need it. So if you'd like a block under your hips to take your knees a little bit lower, you're welcome to do that. Otherwise, start to settle in. Take a big breath and empty. Yeah, just softening the shoulders, and then sit up nice and tall. The crown of your head is going to reach up towards the ceiling, creating a nice line of energy from your head down to your tailbone. You're going to take your right hand to the crown of your head, drop your right ear to right shoulder, and then tuck your chin to your chest. Just starting to feel a nice stretch behind the traps and in the back of the neck. Come out the same way you got in, untuck, return to center. And then left hand up to the top of your head, drop your left ear to left shoulder, and tuck your chin to your chest. Inhale. And empty. Untuck, return to center. Maybe you take some neck circles here. Maybe you take some shoulder circles, inhaling your shoulders high, and exhale, dropping them down and back. And then walk your hands behind you, palms down, fingertips to the back wall. Just pinch your shoulder blades together, press your heart up to the sky, and take your gaze up. You're welcome to drop your head back, take a big breath, and empty. And then come back through center. Inhale the arms high, and exhale, open twist to the right. Back through center, and open twist to the left. Pull through center. Cactus your arms, reach high, connect your fingertips, flip your palms up to the ceiling, and on the exhale, round your spine back as you press your hands forward. Inhale, pull your fingertips to your chest, glide the shoulder blades together here, and then round it out, tucking your chin in, and then back through center. Releasing your arms down by your sides, and then coming to a child's pose. This is my favorite way to start a class, in child's pose, and I did get comments saying that that's other people's favorite as well. So we're just going to move into it here, maybe taking your hips wide, maybe starting to sway side to side, shifting your weight left and right. Yeah, just preparing your body before we stretch and sink, getting used to this posture, waking everything up. And then start to settle in, maybe taking your hips out another inch. You're going to walk your fingertips to the tippy top of your mat as far as you can reach. Big breath. And as you empty, sink in. Think about driving your hips back and down, maybe pressing onto the connecting part of your palms, lifting your fingertips up, allowing yourself to soften in. And then you can take an embryo pose, tucking your arms in between you, connecting your hands, and rolling off to one cheek. Allow your shoulders to get heavy towards the mat. Fill up and empty. And then option to switch over to your other cheek. Resetting the shoulders nice and low. Maybe walking your hands further in between your thighs. And then attempt to connect your heart to the floor. Fill up. Empty out. And then we'll start to unravel, walking your arms up again to the tippy top of your mat. And then we're going to keep walking forward. We're going to drive our knees in together and set up for a puppy pose to stretch your shoulders. Your chin or your forehead touches the mat, your hips right over your knees, fingertips long. Build it up with your breath here. Inhale and empty. If you chose to rest on your chin, switch to your forehead and allow a little more length. If you chose to rest on your forehead, switch to your chin and just allow your shoulders to deepen. Take a big breath and empty. And then we're going to take a Sphinx pose. So rolling forward, keeping your palms and forearms down on the mat, lifting your knees in with the tops of your feet, the front of your thighs, your shoulders away from your ears. Take your gaze nice and high. Breathe in and empty. Do it again. Fill up and exhale. And then slowly lower down to the mat. You're going to bring your knees to a bend and start to sway your legs side to side. Some windshield wipers, or maybe some circles with your ankles. Thinking about creating like a Venn diagram where the circles interlace. Switching directions. Just loosening up our lower back. And then we're going to set up for a Superman pose. So you're going to reach your arms forward, fingertips straight towards the front, your toes back. Press down with your belly, engage your core. Inhale and empty. Take your right foot up an inch, your left foot to meet. Reach high and exhale. Keep your length, your height. Big breath. And fold in, fingertips connect, resting your forehead down, resting your feet back. And then walk yourself up to a tabletop. Pressing back here. Start to shift your hips side to side or sway them in figure 8 shapes, S curves, or maybe you even barrel roll your belly today. So allowing your spine to go up, out to the side, rounding your belly down, and continuing on. Your choice, whatever movements feel most comfortable here, and switching directions. And then you're going to take yourself back to a neutral tabletop, your fingertips right under your shoulders, and your knees right underneath your hips. Curl your toes under, pick up your knees for a bear pose. While we hold here, just tap the knees down for 3, 2, 1. Rest your knees, relax, and walk back to a puppy pose. Stretching your shoulders once again, chin or forehead down, big breath, and empty. And then we're going to sliver forward once again, taking your arms out to a big T. We're going to roll off over our left shoulder. Your right knee points up to the ceiling, your right hand behind your back. Yeah. Option to reach for your ankle if you want to turn this into a quad stretch, or option to stay right where you are. Big breath in, empty out, and just stay for a few breaths. And then roll through center, giving yourself a little support before making your way over to your right side. Lifting your left knee up to the sky, your left hand behind your back. Take a big breath in, soften on the exhale. Again, option to stay right here or option to reach for your ankle, making that connection and rolling your shoulder back. Big breath in. Empty out. And then roll back through center, using your hand for support. We're going to pick ourselves up all the way to a down dog. Curling your toes under, pedaling out your feet, tilting your fingertips slightly to the side walls as you bend your knees. Yeah, and then as slow as you can, as many steps as you can get, I want you to walk your toes up to your hands. So slow and steady wins the race here. Little pitter patters with our feet all the way to our fingers. And then halfway lift. Straight spine, gaze forward or to the top of your mat. Allowing yourself to soften, relaxing your shoulder blades back together. Big breath in. And empty, forward fold. Walk your fingertips to the right. And then walk your fingertips to the left. Do it again, right side. And then the left. Back through center. Halfway left. Fold. Rise tall all the way, big stretch. And exhale, cactus your arms out. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Press your hips forward. Inhale, reach. And on the exhale, fold off to the right side. Press your hips forward and curl your left shoulder back, looking up. Come back through center. Take it off to the right. You're going to peel your right shoulder behind you here. Look up. And empty. Come back through center. Fold. Halfway lift. And then we're going to find our glutes. We're going to set up in a butterfly stretch or a Supta Konasana. So taking the palms of your feet together, relaxing back to the ground. If you want to take Supta, one hand on your heart and one hand on your stomach, allowing yourself to just feel grounded in this pose. Or you can take your arms out to the side, tucking your shoulders underneath you, allowing yourself to receive just good vibes for the day. Take a big breath. And empty. Giving yourself whatever you need here, fill up. And let it go. Maybe taking your hands to your knees, to the outsides, just pressing a little bit. Allowing things to soften. Fill up. And empty. And then taking your knees back together. Hug your knees in, one squeeze, and then start to rock. We're going to move side to side at first. Little back massage. And then rock forward and backward, crossing your ankles. And then we're going to take a plow. So you're going to roll your feet behind your head, trying to take your toes to the ground as you place your hands behind your back for a little support here. Big breath in. And empty. Softening in, maybe bending your knees if you need to, maybe straightening out, flexing the toes. Big breath. And empty. And then slowly bring yourself back down to your mat, setting up for Shavasana. You're going to tuck your shoulders under, let your feet fall out to the sides, fill up, and drift away. Start to bring attention back into your breathing, allowing your belly to fill all the way up on your inhale. And as you empty, extending your breath out until your belly button meets the floor. And then start to wiggle your fingers, your toes, and make your way up to your comfortable seat. Your gaze can stay lowered or your eyes closed. Your hands can rest on your heart space, palm over palm. We're going to do 2 breaths in before the exhale. Fill up. 1 more. Empty. Holding on to this softness for the rest of your day. I hope it's a great morning, a great afternoon, and a great evening. Take care.